guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today's episode is called The Men's Want Some Tea. So I'm gonna be spilling some tea today, okay? So basically what I did was I did an opening where men could ask questions regarding to women, and when I got these questions I did forward them to other females and they did answer these questions. So throughout the video you'll be seeing videos that will be popping up, and these beautiful lovely ladies will be answering these questions. If you're to know what these men asked, stay tuned. Okay, so the first question is, why do women try to read a man's mind or their next move, and then they form assumptions out of the misleadings that they get? So why do women do that? I'm gonna be answering this question. So basically I think sometimes we may misread you guys and make our own assumptions. Sometimes it's because when we ask you questions you do not give us full answers, you know, like, so it leaves a few gaps that we feel ourselves with, you know. So but at the end of the day we might have a wrong answer, or we might assume something totally different and wrong. But sometimes it's because of the miscommunication, where we ask you something and you do give us answers but you still leave out a whole lot of information, and then the brain kind of starts filling those gaps, you know, and then we bring up this whole thing that is just wrong, and we make assumptions and judge a situation wrong, but because there's miscommunication, you know. So the second question is, what is the main reason that drives a woman to cheat? Okay, this was too big for me, okay? This tea's too hot for me. Like right now I just can't handle it, so I'm gonna just let one of the ladies answer this question.
Hi, I'm Zalma, and I'm here to talk about why women cheat. I feel like the main reason women cheat has to do with attention. I mean, if you're not giving your lady attention, she's gonna go looking for it elsewhere. Even if she's not looking, somebody will just come by and be like, "Oh, damn girl, you look fine. That booty," you know, something like that. And she's gonna enjoy it. You know, she might not know it at the time, but she's gonna entertain him and be like, "Oh, okay, thank you," you know. And the next time she's gonna go looking for that attention because it felt so good. You're not giving her that attention, so she's gonna, yeah, find it somewhere else. And next thing, she's gonna be like, "You know what? I don't think this is working." You're not praising her. Not praising her as like a god, but just making her feel good, you know. So, yeah, next thing leads to another, and sorry to say, but she gonna cheat on you. She didn't mean to, but she gonna do it. Yeah, I feel like attention is the main reason why.
She said one of the reasons is attention. Y'all, you're heard it for yourselves, y'all, so don't come for me. But she said, she expressed her view, her perspective, so I can just respect that. And yes, of course it is still wrong, but sometimes it's lack of attention. So I don't know. Okay, the other question is, are there still women out there who believe in building something together with a man, or is it just more finding a man that already has it together? Okay, this one's a big question. I think it's both, okay? And this question for me, I feel like it's an intense question, because I know women that have held down their men, held it down for them when they were not doing so great, but the minute they start doing great, it's like deuces, you know. So sometimes the women are afraid to stick around and work together with a man, because sometimes when the man actually makes it, they forget that this woman held them down. They forget that for them to be in this position now, it was because of their help. So sometimes men be like, "Yo, I don't need you no more," you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard. Like, I understand women that that have been through that. So if they kind of just fear in the next relationship or the relationships forward, like they just feel like, why would I waste time with a man who doesn't have it together for him to just leave when he has it together? I would just rather go for the guy who already has it together. Simple. But I do also know a lot of women that are willing to hold a man down. You know, just crossing your fingers and hoping when it works out, they won't ditch you. Okay, for the next girl, for the next hot one in town. So yes, the answer is yes. There are women who are willing to hold a man down and be successful together, but there are also women who are just over it and they just want a successful man. Okay, so the other question I have is, why do women use crying against men? I don't know. Listen, women are emotional people, okay? And sometimes the way to express ourselves is through tears. And sometimes I don't think it's just really to use them against you. Like, we don't bring our tears to use them against you, but like, we can't help it, y'all. We can't help it. It is what it is. Like, they're right there. We're not trying to make you feel guilty, but that's how we feel at the moment. So we are expressing ourselves, and in that moment, the tears are flowing. I mean, we do. Just bring us some tissue, man. Like, stop complaining. Maybe there are people that do that, but I know most women, when they express themselves and they have held this thing and then for a while it's like a lump in the throat, it will come out with tears because they've held it together for so long now. It's just like, whew, expressing itself, and then tears are part of that. Oh, okay. So the other question here is, why is it that some women won't let a man take care of them? What? Oh no. Baby, take care of me. I'll take care of you. Okay, take care of me. I mean, I got my own, do my own. But baby, if you want to pay one of my bills, I will let you, okay? If you want to rub my feet, yes, please, okay? Do you want to make me some tea? Baby, yes, take care of me, yes. Baby me, baby me, baby me. Sometimes it could be because they have taken care of themselves for so long, met our own needs and stuff like that, and then it's so hard to allow the man to do that. You got my love on top. You want too much tea. You want too much tea. The next question is, baby,
how do women feel about open relationships? So I for one will not do any open relationship with anybody, whether it's a marriage, you're dating or whatever. I feel like, why should you open up something that is intimate to be open to the whole world, to everybody? That is, I don't know if I'm just old-fashioned, but I feel like relationships should not be open. I have an analogy on this. The open relationship thing, how I look at it is like, you have a plate of food, which is your own plate, closed relationship. You can put how much sauce you want in it. You can double dip. You can eat however you want to eat. And I'm not talking about sex here. I'm just talking a relationship where you are, dating, going to movies and stuff. You're texting this one person. And then on the other hand, if it's open, it's like you have this plate of food where everybody's double dipping, and, putting however much sauce they want, and maybe they didn't wash their hands. Yeah, that's how an open relationship looks like to me, where everybody's hands is in that plate. You don't know where everybody's been. And as I said, I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about everything in a relationship.
She said what she said, period. She said what she said. You don't have to roll with it, but she said what she said, okay? So, personally, I can't do open relationships. So, I don't know. We're going to the next question. You're asking the toughest questions ever. Okay, the other question is, why do some women find the need to show off their bodies in order to get a man's attention? Is natural beauty and brains still a thing or not? this question though, like, to a certain point, it's disappointing. It's disappointing to a point. And I say that because, first of all, beauty and brains will always be a thing. And body is beauty. So, nudity empowers some women and modesty empowers some. But some women are just comfortable in who they are, their skin. Their body is beautiful. Their body is beauty. It's art. They want to share that. Not everybody showing off their body is trying to get attention. Some people are just free to live life in the truest form. And if that includes that, then that's what it is. You know, society has made us believe that a woman who shows off her body has nothing but a body to offer, which is incorrect. It has made us believe a woman who shows off her body cannot be intelligent, cannot be fun, cannot be kind, cannot be reserved. No, a woman can show off her body because that's what empowers her, that's what inspires her, because that's what she loves to do. You know what I'm saying? And as well as she's just comfortable and free, and she wants to inspire other people to be comfortable and free in their own bodies. Guys, let's get it together. Women can show off their bodies and still be nice, and still be kind, and still be intelligent, and still be reserved. Okay? Do not mix those two together. You just have to know and understand the woman you're dealing with. Who is she as a person? That's what you need to do.
Hey guys, I'm Kate, and I'd love to share some of the reasons why women stay in abusive relationships. So the first reason is damaged self-worth. So I believe if I know what I'm worth, I would demand my true value. But if I do not know what I'm worth, I'll accept everything that's being served on my table, no matter how toxic those things are. So many women, a large number, do not know what they're worth. And the bad and deadly thing about it is that whatever happens to you, no matter how bad, no matter how tragic those things are, you just believe that you deserve them. So if you have a bad guy in your life, you believe that you deserve the bad guy. And this whole thing makes it extremely easy for the guy to manipulate and control the lady, because he knows that the lady's validation totally depends on him. And also, women who do not know what they're worth, they give too much love to others and do not take time to do the same for themselves. And in the end, no matter how much pain the guy causes in their life, the ladies do not leave, because they believe they deserve this guy, and they believe that if they leave, there will be nothing. Okay, so the second reason why women stay in such kind of relationships is the imprisonment mentality. So let me give you an example of what happens in Malawi whenever a lady is getting prepared for marriage, whenever she's making preparations for her wedding. She's actually told to persevere. They actually say it in my language that kapidile unkaiweko. So in a way, she's being prepared for the worst. And once the worst happens, no matter how physical it gets, no matter how emotional it gets, no matter what sort of abuse she goes through, she'll stick with the guy, because she's already been told that in those things she has to persevere. And she wasn't told what to do when she wants to leave. She was just told to stay there and persevere. So no matter how much death those things are causing her, she'll stick around, because her elders already advised her on that thing. So still on the imprisonment mentality, there's also the society, the black community especially. So we make it other people's business to be our business. So in a way, if we find out that someone is like dating someone, we follow up on those people. We want to know what's up with them. We want to know what's going on in that relationship. So no matter how abusive the relationship gets, the lady stays, because she doesn't want people to judge her. She doesn't want people to say, oh, Kate only dated that guy for 2 months, or that only dated him for like 3 months. I want people to say, oh, they've been together for 2 years. Oh, they're happy, you know. But inside, I know I'm dying. So I feel that society also plays a big role in making people stay in abusive relationships. Okay, so the last reason why we stay in abusive relationships is the expectation of the guy changing. So many women stay in abusive relationships thinking that one day, hoping that one day the guy will change. And we feel that we are the ones who are going to change the guy, which is very funny and somehow sad, because the only person we are able to change, the only person we have the capability to change is ourselves. Other than that, we can't change anyone, let alone a guy. So guys change for a lady they want to be with. So if this guy didn't make a decision on his own, like, okay, I want to be with Kate, there is no way he's changing for me. He's going to change for someone, but not me, because he doesn't want to be with me. He's just with me because he knows that I'm like stuck up on him. Like I can go anywhere. I feel he's the last option I have. So for that kind of desperation, he just uses me anyhow he wants, because he knows I don't have anywhere to go and I'm expecting him to change. So let's wake up from this notion that we have. I don't know where we get this notion that we're able to change a guy, but sis, we need to come to terms with reality.
I think women naturally are just hopeful human beings. Most of the times, the women that are abused in marriages or that are abused in relationships physically are the first ones that are going to defend their men. Oh no, he didn't mean it, or maybe he did that because I pissed him off. Oh, I said something I shouldn't have said. No, honey. The minute a man raises a hand on you, you better run. The problem that most women have is that they think they can change the man, or it's just the first time, like he probably didn't mean it to, it just blew out of proportion. But no, if he can talk it out and he believes in punching you, that's just the beginning. And also, if he doesn't wear a diaper, honey, you can't change him.
We need a little break, guys. Hey. Cardi.
Why do women go for fat boys and ignore the nice guys in their lives? A lot of women think that nice means weak, boring, dry, and as a result, the fat boys are full of exciting adventures. They are, always on the go. So women want to have fun with such type of guys. As a result, they ignore the nice guys and go for the fat.
Can women ever be satisfied by having just one single guy in their lives? Oh hell yeah, girl, boy, yes. A matured, secure woman who knows what she wants, who is monogamous and is honest about it and is open about it. Yes, we just want one man, one good man, and that's it. Give us one good man, just one.
Depends, really. It depends on whether or not, how they were involved in, like, the connection between her and, her ex was, like, how it was, how the depth of the connection and the chemistry and everything. It all depends. But I can say tops, I can say 1 year. And it also depends on how things were left off. It solely depends on how, like, things were left off. If things were left off in a good way, mature and everything, like, okay, it's all good. It might take a minute, it might take a while, you know what I'm saying, but not more than a year. But if things were left in, like, a very messy, and the relationship was, like, insanely toxic and whatnot, that might take a little longer than maybe a year, but a year tops.
How long does it take for women to move on after a breakup? Well, it all depends, because there's no timeline for how long one should take to move on after a breakup. And moving on also depends on who you are as a person, what the relationship was like, and how long you dated that person. Plus, we all handle our emotions different. I can give you an example. Like, I dated someone for almost 4 years, and I pretty much invested like everything, myself, my time, my feelings, and so many other things. And the relationship didn't work out. We broke up over a stupid fight. And to be honest with you guys, that was like 7 months ago, but I still haven't moved on. The reason why I haven't moved on yet, it's because one, I was in love. Two, this was the only relationship that I pretty much invested everything. And three, we were so good, and I didn't see the breakup coming. But I'm not gonna move on just because he has moved on or he's happy. No, I'm gonna move on my own terms. Cause if I'm like to date someone, I don't wanna carry the baggage from my past relationship into the new relationship. I wanna go into the new relationship with a clean slate.
The other question is, why are a lot of women controlled by money? First of all, a lot of men sell the idea of them being rich, them having the money, them having it all together when they're getting a woman, okay? So these women actually start to believe you because this is what the things you're telling them. These are the things you're showing them, okay? So now, when you're in the relationship, when a woman asks for money, ask you where my money at. Don't be mad because that's the dream you sold her. That's the dream you sold her. Okay.
It's same money talk. Tell me something. Speak up. What's up?
Basically, if you talk the talk, well, you're gonna walk the talk, okay? Guys, and also, come on, guys. I'm not saying people should be ruled by money, but I'm trying to say most times we ignore the importance of money in a relationship, okay? So, other women are just ruled by money because, I mean, you sold them that dream. Now they bought that dream. Now they really want to leave the dream you sold them. Not every woman is controlled by money. But also be mindful of what you're selling to that person. Okay? I feel like the person is just about money, like, you know, do stuff. The question is, what manner of sorcery are you guys on? First of all, sir, we are not on any kind of sorcery. It's because you men sometimes drive us crazy. You be doing too much, saying too much. You'll be hot with this tea, to be honest. You'll be hot. The other question is, do women keep men in the friend zone as a backup plan? Yes. But I feel like when a person is matured, personally, I'm gonna speak on my behalf. For me, I think that's something I did growing up, being young, being a little dumber. Right now, hell no. Like, no. I don't know. I don't have a backup plan. This is either you or I'm single. Like, I don't mind just being alone. I don't mind just having friends. I don't need to have a backup plan. I don't need to be like, oh, maybe if this doesn't work out. Because how is that supposed to work out if I'm constantly looking behind? I'm like, okay, that's my backup plan. Okay, that's my backup plan. Because if you have an argument in this current one, then I'm gonna be like, oh, let me just talk to my backup plan. And I feel like that's just a messy position for one to be in. This one is one of my favorite questions. It said, why do women find to be major turn-offs? Why you lying? Why you always lying? God, they're just natural liars. Naturally, they just lie. They don't have a reason to lie. They just lie. They're just liars. Oh my God, big turn off. Whether you lie about the small things or I don't care. Like, if you lie about the small things, that's a major turn off for me. Because now, how am I supposed to actually believe you on the big things? Because you like to lie. Like, you just lie. No. Second is hygiene, y'all. Hygiene is... Guys, make sure you're always groomed.
You know, as why do women want to have equal rights, but only when it's convenient for them? To be honest, I've been asking that question for a really long time. Talk about, wait, what's happening? I mean, if you're gonna fight for something and you get it, I feel like you have that obligation to fall through it, because when you fight for something, you know the good and the bad of that thing that you're fighting for. And when you get it, you should not just be for it when it's convenient for you. No, it's not how it works. But it seems like a lot of some of the women out here today in this day and age, they're doing that. You know what I'm saying? For the talk about for feminism, yada yada yada. But when they get they get what they want and tables turn like for the bad, I can say. They, they're like avert for it, like, oh god dang, y'all gotta back up, chill out, whatnot. So I'm also still waiting for the answer to that question, like, what's up? Why do y'all do that?
Why do women feel the need to categorize all men in one group? That's the saddest thing that I hear. We categorize men in one group. Funny enough, only when it's the bad things. Only when it's the bad thing. Oh, men are dogs. Are you sure, sweetie? Are you sure? No. You are just messing around with them dogs. Okay? There are good men out here because there is just no way that a whole gender would act the same. Crazy enough, only when it's bad things. No, not all men are the same. Drink some water. Calm yourself down. Calm down. Next time you feel like saying all men are dogs, pose, because that's not true. Can a woman accept a man that's broke and broken? And no. Choose one struggle. One struggle at a time, my brother. No. Hurt people. Do not date broken people. They will break you. No, don't do that. Don't do that. From my experience, no. If you know a man's broken, leave him alone, sis. Leave him alone. Please let him find healing. You're a doctor, you're a therapist. And what do you do? Please, I beg. Broke, now that's another situation. And also, are you broke with a plan? Working towards it? Are you just broke and accepting my brokenness? And just be like, yo, babe, I'm broke. What you want me to do? Because there's two different kind of people. One is broke. Sure, they have a plan. They're working towards that plan. They're getting their stuff together. And then they're just broke men who are just broke. They're okay with being broke. They enjoy being broke. Yes, they have many opportunities, but they will just let them slide. Because, hey babe, I'm just broke. No, not in 2019, sir. If you are just broke and you just want to become a broke man, to be known as a broke person, bye. Do not even try to involve another woman in your mess. You're broke. You want to be broke. You have accepted brokenness. That is fine. Accept it by yourself. Do not invite people in your life. Please do not even start with me. Do not even start with me. Man is broken. Love him from outside the relationship. Love him as a friend until he's on his way to healing or he has healed. Because hurt people, no matter what you want, no matter how you're gonna say about this, hurt people. It's just what it is. We have to learn how to find healing within ourselves first before we start looking for it in other people. We have to pray about it, express ourselves, cry about it, write about it. I don't know. Do things that you want, things that make you happy. Find your way to heal that pain. You know what I'm saying? That's not the time where you invite people, where you start to find those you feel those voids with other people. It doesn't work. You're just gonna hurt them. You're just gonna let them carry that burden with you. No, if you have that person, offer them a hand. Be outside of that. And if you know they're healing in that process and it's working, or they have healed, why not? But broken people only try to break others. So be careful, be mindful, y'all. I'm not saying run away from them, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying try to heal them from a distance. Help them when they need it. But you have to understand that a person is only gonna allow that healing when they accept that, you know what, I'm actually broken and I need that healing. Because if a person does not accept that, then there's no healing for them. Because healing starts with accepting that we are feeling hurt, we're feeling pain, and we want to actually heal that part of ourselves. So make sure they're accepting that and they're actually working towards that goal of healing. Okay, so this is the tea I have for you today, y'all. Okay, so let me know what questions got to you. Let me know you guys' answers as well, because I'd like to hear different perspectives, different women, so that equals different answers. Did you relate to me and my ladies in this video, or did you actually have a whole different answer? Please, I would like to see those in the comments below. It's about disagreeing to agree, and maybe today you've learned something. So I hope this was helpful to the men's, and I hope you ladies had a great time as well watching this. Till next time, yo, it's your girl Aisha. Have a good one.